What's happening, my people? So it's your boy Chance Jollivet, aka Smooth, back with another video. So if you are tuned into my channel, you know I already vented, I already made a video, man. I got into an accident on my way to watch Creed. Luckily, I'm the type of person that leaves stupid early, so I was still able to watch the movie and stuff, man. Thank God I'm intact. Thank God the other person is intact, etc., etc. Let's get into the movie, man. So I'm so happy I got to see this, man. I would have watched it yesterday because it does be open movie sometimes show on Wednesdays or something, but it was only one showing, so I didn't want to take it upon myself to go and then drive that far, and then it would be sold out and I'd have to go again. But anyways, so if you watch the trailer for the film, you got the gist of it. I'm about to tell you something that might turn you off of the film. This might make you be like, damn, this movie sucks, I ain't gonna watch this. But hold on. It reminds me of Rocky 5. It's a mashup to me of Rocky 5 and Rocky 3. I don't want to say why of Rocky 3, because I think that might be giving away a little bit too much. Rocky 5, it reminds me of Rocky 5 because Tommy is looking for somebody to help him and whatnot. That's kind of what Dame is doing. Jonathan Major's character. He's got out of jail. It's not no spoiler because this is on the previews, and if you know anything about the movie, you know this is what happened. So he gets out of jail and he looks to Adonis Creed to try to help him. He was the coldest boxer back in the days or something. Like Adonis kind of was like his cheerleader. Like he was big homie, and Adonis would kind of like corner him for his fights and stuff. And they would like doing this schemes and stuff. Like Adonis would put a bet on him, he would knock homeboy out or whatever, blase. So that was how they were friends back in the days. Then something ended up happening for the reason why he went to jail, and that is something that is a big backdrop for the movie. I don't want to spoil it. You can kind of predict it in a certain way just from the previews. You know that Adonis kind of has something to do with it. He feels guilty. They kind of say it in the preview and stuff. So he has to get over that. Like homeboy, he gets out of jail and is like, will he resent him for that? How will they fall apart to get to the point where they will fight? Adonis, he is at the point in his life. It's crazy that we've been watching the Creed films long enough to where we seen his first fight, seen him fighting in Mexico and stuff, getting with Rocky, getting his title shot and stuff. Now we have seen him retire. So he has been through his fighting. He's kind of like Oscar De La Hoya now. He's promoting fights. So he's not in boxing anymore. He has run the gauntlet. He did his thing. He had his run. He ended up cold. I love the way they did the fighting in this movie. Like, you know how Rocky films are, and he gets dropped 10 times. I always hated that in movies. Like, Rocky, it's kind of his style. But Creed doing the same thing, and Creed getting dropped 10 times in a fight, and I'm like, this a black fighter, like, supposed to be athletic and stuff like that. Like, we watch enough fighting to know it don't happen like that. You get dropped 5, 6, 7 times, it's a wrap. The referee will hold you like and hug you and do like this. It'll be over. But that is how they like to edit it in Sylvester movies. This is Michael B. Jordan. The brother did a great job. I shared tears in here. I went to the movies by myself. I didn't have anybody to go with me. Womp, 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 womp. So I tried to man up as much as possible, but there was like a family on the side. There was a young lady on the side of me. So I was holding it. I was trying my hardest. The middle of the film, look. Waterworks. I was acting like my eye was itching. But my right eye was, that bitch was gushing. Like, middle of the film, and towards the end, like, the fighting on here, it's not like there's a good little bit of fighting on here, but it's a slow build. Like, they build, there is some action and stuff. Homeboy, I wouldn't say he's the most skilled boxer in the Rocky Creed franchise. He might be one of the worst. He's tough. The thing I'll give him, Jonathan Majors, he is the smartest fighter. Out of all the Creed Rocky fighters, he's the smartest one. Like, he is, well, maybe Apollo, but he's up there. Like, with tactics and tricks and stuff. That's how he fight. That's his thing. Because he gets out of jail, he's older than Creed. So Creed is retired already. And homeboy gets out. And they like, damn, well, you old. Why do you want to box? Like, but that was always his dream. He feel like Creed lived his dream. And then he sees like little things like Tessa Thompson, her character, she doesn't really perform anymore, but it's like she writes songs for people. And he asked her, like, how do you feel about somebody performing your songs? And he like, that's how I feel. Like, he's performing, he's doing my life. Like, this was my story, my storybook ending and how I pictured my life, but he's living it because I went to jail on some bull-ish. So Adonis, we find out a lot about his past and the group home and stuff. A lot of it is about him fighting his own demons. It's a lot about him fighting Jonathan Majors, but a lot about internally fighting within himself, trying to forgive himself. It is beautiful. The fight scene, like Jonathan Majors has a few fights on here. His first one is like, he doesn't look like he's the best fighter in the world. It's like, the last fight, dog, when him and Apollo, him and Creed, dog, best Rocky fight. The way they did it, the things, man, Michael B. Jordan, he says it in the preview. If you watch the interviews and stuff, he says he loves anime and stuff like that. He gets like some little tidbits and he does some things that you've never seen in Raging Bull and Rocky and Undisputed. None of these movies well, I can't say it's the best fighting movie because Undisputed, especially with the one with Undisputed 2. Yeah, might be them. That might be, but this right here, out of the Rockets and stuff, this is the best fight. The best fight. Yo, I don't want to give away too much and stuff, man. But look, Michael B. Jordan did a fantastic job. His character progression in here, what he was dealing with, the family stuff. Jonathan Majors did his thing. Like, this might not be Jonathan Majors' best, because he doesn't have like the most dialogue and stuff. His character isn't like the most articulate and stuff, but he plays the character of like a Compton hood brother out of jail. Like, the soundtrack on here, yo, J. Cole got a track on here. I was in there, look, I couldn't hold myself. Like, they had a family on the side of me, like, that Cole was on, like, I was, dog, that Cole verse, Cole the coldest rapper in the game. Don't at me. J. Cole, I forgot his real name, but J. Cole, dog, he is the coldest rapper. Jermaine Cole, best rapper alive, best rapper in the game. I don't want to say alive because hold my dog, but best. Yo, that verse stupid. It was phenomenal, dog. It was phenomenal. Break your piggy bank. Get out a couple dollars, man. Go support Michael B. Jordan, man. A black brother. Went to the franchise. Now he's directing his first directorial debut and stuff. He did a great job, man. He knocked it out the park. The best Creed. Part 2 was good. Part 2 was good too. Like with the Russian was so intimidating. Like the Russian might, but this just the heart in this and the way he did it. The last fight is different than any Rocky fight. Go watch this, man. I'm jumping off the fence, off the ledge and stuff. I don't think it's gonna get us perfect 10 score or anything like that. It's a 10 in my eyes. I'm gonna give it a 10. I want to watch this again. I might go to the movies and watch this again, dog. It depends. If I have somebody to go watch it, if somebody wants to go watch it and they ask me, or anything of that nature, I'm going. Yo. But anyways, go check this movie out, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Go be the greatest and the most hated, man. Much love to y'all, man. Peace.